It's Thursday, which means we're thinking like entrepreneurs, and today we're going to talk about positioning yourself or your business as the go-to place for what you do. Hey, it's Erin Smith, owner and founder of the Starters Club and the Entrepreneur Summit, and welcome to Think Like an Entrepreneur Thursday, where we discuss the mindset shift of going from an employee to an entrepreneur. Today I want to talk about building your expertise. So I do a lot of consulting with small businesses, and it's all about helping them really get discovered and how to become that go-to place for their industry. And it's honestly a lot easier than what you think. But one of the key components that you have to understand and you have to be willing to do is putting out content. Okay, a lot of people get confused of how do you use social and content, and is it LinkedIn, is it video, and it's super overwhelming. So I want to go over a few easy steps of what you can do to really start positioning yourself as an expert. So the first thing is coming up with content ideas. So how do you do that? Well, it really is a lot more simple than you think. So many times when we get caught up in our business, we just get used to the things that we know and we assume everyone else knows it. And unfortunately, they don't. They're worried about other things in life. And even if you've told 1,000 different people, remember the world is big and there's thousands more who just don't know it. So begin to think about the really easy, simple concepts that you are asked about on a daily basis. I just worked with an insurance agency, and it was a commercial insurance specifically, and we just talked about different types of insurance. And cyber insurance is a new one. Like, what is that? Why do you need that? And there's just around one topic, 10 to 20 different questions that they're asked on a daily basis around one topic, and then times that by 10 to 20 other topics. So really just sit down and start just writing out questions. And that's a perfect way and a perfect place to start of different content ideas. Every question that is asked is another piece of content that you can write. Now, once you have that content, it's time to figure out how you put that out to the world. Now, there's 3 different ways of how you can do this, and I always kind of picture it out as an upside down triangle. So this is always what I present to my students and my all my consulting clients is, all right, top is video, okay? This is numero uno, this is the top of the funnel, and here's why. Video, you can do when people see you on video, it's a know, like, and trust factor much more quickly. It's just talking face to face. It's also a 3-in-1, so you can strip the audio and make a podcast, you can have it transcribed and create a blog post, and you have the video. You can put it in several different places, like a YouTube plus on your blog. And YouTube is really essential because A, it's owned up by Google, and B, it's the second largest search engine in the world. So 2 reasons why you want to be on YouTube. Now, video is number 1, but I know a lot of people are very uncomfortable with video, and you know what? That's okay. You may need to work your way up there, and I don't want you to let being paralyzed in front of a video keep you from putting content out to the world, because it's really important that you do. The second piece to the upside down triangle is podcasting. And that's where I started. I really wasn't quite sure about video. I hated myself on video. I wanted to throw up every time I saw myself on video. So podcasting was where I began. Now, I had some experience in my corporate world. I did a lot of interviews and had to listen to those recordings, so I got used to hearing my own voice. It's a lot harder than you think. But that was the second place I went. And what's great about podcasting is that you can interview other people if you don't feel comfortable just talking about a certain topic. But either way you do it, start with a podcast. And again, you've got several avenues to put that podcast out. You've got iTunes, you've got Stitcher, you've got Google Play. You've got all these different places that give you more access than just a blog. And of course, you can implement it on your blog. And you can transcribe it and put it on your blog. And then the bottom piece of that is just the written piece. So again, it's the least ideal, but if that's where you need to start to get content out to the world, then start there. But grab one of these, whether it's video, whether it's podcasting, or whether it's a blog, and just writing. Commit to 2 times a month if that's all you can do. Once a month if that's all you can do. Ideally is once a week, but take all those questions you were asked, make every answer to those a post of some sort. And then the third step is this is how you utilize social media. So it's not all your stuff, but when you start building, this is a great way to utilize social media. A lot of people are like, what do I post? I don't know what to do. Well, this is what you do. And you start creating the content. And the social is a mixture of connecting with other people, putting out other stuff that may not be yours, but your audience would find extremely relevant and useful, and then including your content out there to push people to. So you can mix, we're not gonna get too much in the mix, but you can do some live video on your social channels, post it out, that's your content if you're brave enough to try live video. I love live video, changed my business. But this is just the easy format. Write down your frequently most asked question. Every time somebody asks you a question, every time I sit with any of my students or my clients, I'm like, it's a great post. Every time I have to explain something, that's a great post. And basically your post is answering a question that they may ask. It's really that easy. Then put the content in place. And then third, mix it with some social media, but make sure you're including those links to your blog posts and getting them out there. So this is how you begin of positioning yourself as an expert, standing above the rest, and getting out there. This is a really key component. It's a very simple marketing step that can grow very quickly. This is how I built businesses very quickly, by being able to utilize this simple 3-step system. So thank you so much for watching. If you love this, please subscribe, share it with a friend who's in the process of building their business or starting. And we'll see you next Thursday, where we discuss the mindset shift of going from an employee to an entrepreneur. And again, it's Erin Smith, where I believe everyone's got it in order to start a business. You just have to get started.